Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today we're actually going to be playing a deck that was voted on the Patreon poll quite a little while ago, but I poorly timed it, so it came out just as Ravnica Allegiance came out, so this one's not going to feature so many Allegiance cards in this one, mostly because nothing has really changed from rotation, so this is kind of already suitable for the standard meta in that sense, so if you're kind of interested in that, be sure to check out the deck tech. The deck list should be down below as well. If it's not, be sure to remind me. But yes, what are we playing today? We're playing green-black Izoni Reanimator. So this is a nice value Reanimator list built around Izoni and Journey to Eternity. So that's the basic gist of the deck. Be sure to check out the deck list, as I mentioned, if you're interested in any of the other synergies. But without further ado, let's get into the games, and I'll see you there. Okay, we're in, and we're on the play. We've got turn 1 Stitcher Supplier into turn 2 Branch Walker. This kind of looks like a Golgari mid-range hand in a really weird fashion, but we'll take it, I guess. And Stitcher Supplier is the only notable one there that we really hit that we actually care about. Any mill off the Supplier really just wants to be creatures, and that's about it, really. Everything else is kind of sad times. Alright, let's go swamp into... not swamp. I meant forest. Oh dear. Good start. Especially against Mono Blue Tempo when timing is everything. Yeah, there's Curious Obsession. Really wanted to play Branch Walker this turn. Oh boy. Well, let's now go forest into Branch Walker. Could have had a 3-2 in play to swing there for 4, maybe being the tempo swing we needed. You know. It happens. So we can play Forest next turn, we can Chupacabra the Herald. If they tap out and don't have Dive Down or something like that available, then maybe we can swing this in our favour. It's very low likelihood though, because they can just run this Herald for everything it's worth. Yeah, they can use Storm Tamer to counter the ability. Journey to Eternity. Alright, well, we're just going to go Chupacabra. It will get countered, most likely. They've got Wizard's Retorts, Dive Downs, Storm Tamer. They can get rid of this in all sorts of mana. Essence Capture, yeah. And I think we're just going to scoop it up. Not worth playing out. Our opponent will be drawing enough cards off of that Herald, and there's no guarantee we're going to draw anything of use. Alright, so we want to bring in the Moment of Cravings. We want to basically just go heavy, hardcore removal, so Ritual of Suts as well. Our creatures don't get targeted too much, except for by the Merfolk Tricksters, so I'm not going to bring in Shaper Sanctuaries for that. Duresses are really good at hitting the counter spells and the Curious Obsession, so although they are a creature-based deck, a lot of their protection in terms of tempo is non-creature, so it seems like a trap to bring in Duress, but it's actually pretty good. And other than that, I think we're just going to start trimming some of the top end, really. Let's go down the Izonis, I guess. They are kind of nice, but I think Biogenic Ooze would cover us just fine on the top end. Vraska does hit all of their creatures, so we'll keep her in as well. Same goes for Vraska's Contempt. Working our way down. Plaguecrafters seem a little bit iffy, so does Brontodon. We can hit Curious Obsession with it, but I don't think we want to be doing that. Crawl Harpooner could hit a Flyer. I think I'm just going to cut it though, and just hope for the better removal. Plaguecrafters and Chupacabras to carry us there. Go down a Journey, and we're basically just going to go value, I think. And cut Stitcher Supplier. Let's try it like this. Alright, we're going to be on the play. We have a very Duressy hand with some removal as well, so I think we can actually stabilize with this hand. So we go turn 1 Duress. We take counters or Curious Obsessions. Yeah, so take Curious Obsession. Next turn they play a creature that they can't defend, and we'll kill it with Offering. Yeah. So let's kill that with Vicious Offering. And then we have the Duress that can take Dive Down. If we draw a land, Plaguecrafter gets around Siren Storm Tamer's ability. So they won't be able to protect it that way. And we kind of whiff. So I'm just going to go and take a card from them again. They probably should not do anything here unless they had Spell Pierce, which they didn't. Alright, I think I take Wizard's Retort because Dive Down can't protect from Plaguecrafter. And that's likely to be our play. We really need a land though. We actually might just lose off of that fact alone. Especially not having a green mana as well. This is going to make this very awkward. So land. Trickster with Dive Down open. Storm Tamer. Same difference. Now they have an open target. No matter what happens. We do get ourselves a Woodland Cemetery, so we could do the Plaguecrafter. I think maybe I just go with the Llanowar Elves plan, because if they do go end step Trickster and they don't have a counterspell, then I can Ritual of Soot and wipe their board. So opt. Looks like they're just gonna commit to this alone. Let's see if they've got the counterspell in that unknown card of theirs. Ooh, Journey. That's worth playing here. Because if they have the counterspell, then I'm happy for them to counter this rather than the board wipe. I think they've got it. No? Wow. Okay. Well, in which case, I'm just going to swing. So this does not give the ability to the creature, so if they did chump with a Trickster, I still get my Llanowar Elves back. It removes the effects from the creature, but the effect is not Journey to Eternity. So they are just going to Trickster here, apparently. They need an answer to Ritual of Soot, and that's not it. But maybe they can top deck one here with a big swing. We could play around Spell Pierce by going with Plaguecrafter. That is a possibility. Doesn't really buy us anything in any extra protection though by going with the Plaguecrafter, because they still have plenty on board. So I'm just going to have to go with this plan, I think. This one has the better chance of being powerful. Yeah, they don't have it. Alright. So we get a Llanowar Elves back. We get a flipped Atzel as well. So they can't stop any of our creatures. So once Plaguecrafter is down, they won't be able to resolve additional creatures unless they go 2 in the same turn. Which is going to be quite difficult for them. So Plaguecrafter, they can counter it, which buys them a little bit of time. Yeah. Play Llanowar Elves. And pass the turn. Now we have Plaguecrafter every other turn. So they're going to have to put another creature down if they want to keep any kind of threat on board. And they didn't. So let's Duress them. See what those 2 unknowns are. Doesn't really matter what they are, honestly, but we'll still go for them because we know we're guaranteed a hit here with Dive Down. And they should really scoop whenever they get the opportunity to, which is right now. Because I don't think they can win. Dive Down and Quench. Well, we'll take Quench. And we will pass, and then I think on their upkeep. And it's probably going to be on our end step we'll end up doing the Plaguecrafter play, because they'll end step their Trickster, I guess. So we'll do it in response to that. Alright. Plaguecrafter. Trigger's already on the stack before Merfolk Trickster can disable it. So they either have the choice of keeping the Storm Tamer around or the Trickster. And they're going to go with the Trickster. Alright. Yeah, Trigger's on the stack. So I think they're hoping that that counters it, but it will not. And this does not target, so Storm Tamer can't do it either. We're just going to pick Plaguecrafter again. I guess they want that hasty damage in. See if that matters. Draw a land off the top. And basically we just keep doing this until we get ourselves a situation like this where we can actually hold open mana as well. Keep our Llanowar Elves untapped, should I say. So, kill Storm Tamer. Put Plaguecrafter back in the yard. Good game indeed. They just can't resolve a creature anymore. That's what we were aiming for. Okay. So, as far as that plan was concerned, we really won because of duress. Don't know if we want to change anything based off of that. I mean, Harpooners are kind of nice. Maybe we go down something for the Harpooners. Branchwalkers, perhaps. Because they can block the Storm Tamers and the Tempestuans as well. So in that regard, we are kind of just bringing down the power level of our deck in terms of creatures, though. So it's kind of why Izoni's no longer in the list, because we can't really take advantage of that undergrowth effect. Okay. Wow, this hand is bad. So we're going to mulligan this one. We can't even turn one Llanowar Elves on that. And this one we can't really remove anything unless we get the Scry for our swamp. But I think we'll go for that one. Bottom anything that's not a swamp. See if they have the turn one play. Yep, there's the Terramander. So being on the play, they are slightly advantaged. Because they can hold up and dive down, and there's nothing I can really do about it. There isn't really a good 1 mana removal spell in the format right now. But I guess what I can do is I can go Harpooner and trade off a Storm Tamer, essentially. I'm going to aim for the Terramander, because I think that's maybe the ideal one. Probably not. Terramander has a chance of getting big, but it's so hard for that to happen. So, yeah, basically just force them to have a dive down there. And now I can block both of them with my Harpooner anyway, so they can't really put Curious Obsession on it. I think they've forgotten. Is that an oops from our opponent? They're opting. I think they want to find a dive down to undo the punt. And they didn't find it. Oh, and there's a Woodland Cemetery. So we have Vraska if we want it. Only thing that we have to worry about is Spell Pierce. I don't think that's much to worry about. But it looks like they have it. Yeah. Okay. Other opportunity was to hit the Terramander there. We're just going to pressure our opponent. And swing in with the Harpooner. Because if they do end up putting a Curious Obsession on Terramander, then they have to constantly tap down the Harpooner in order to stop us. Right. So we could kill Terramander with Moment of Craving. I don't think I care about that too much. Essence Capture is a thing. But I think that's about the only counter I have to worry about if it comes to Underrealm Lich, which is quite a powerful effect. I'm going to aim for it. Let's see if they have the Essence Capture. We still have a Moment of Craving for the Terramander, and it will still kill it. Yeah, they don't have it. Alright, so back to pressuring our opponent, I think. They got the Trickster. Alright. So that's allowing them to get into the air. They're going to go with the Underrealm Lich tap. Okay. They just wanted to trade off a Harpooner here, which is fair. But now I get to look at 3 cards and choose the best one. They're going to go with the Obsession. So they're going to need a 1 or 2 mana answer, depending on whether or not they get a land drop here. And they're going to have to beat this pressure as well. It's a lot of pressure to beat. They got the land, so we get a Moment of Craving. I would have liked the extra swamp so we could double Moment, but it's the best we can do. Swing for 5, and we're beating them in this race. I'm going to aim for the Terramander here. Let's see if we can get it. Could also do it on their upkeep, I suppose, so it taps them out a little bit more. I'm going to go with the Spell Pierce. That is a desperate Spell Pierce if I've ever seen one. So they need another one now. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. Puts them on 2 cards next turn. 3 after the Pteramander. And we get to look at an extra card with Lich, which is hopefully a removal spell. We're missing the double black for Chupacabra, but Plaguecrafter right now does hit Pteramander. As does the Moment of Craving, even if we are to whiff here. We still have that going for us. And Swamp into Ritual of Soot is also a nice wipe. It will kill pretty much everything. If they go Temper Shin, then they'll lose it there as well. We didn't really get what we wanted, unfortunately. So I guess it's just Branch Walker, play around Spell Pierce, and go for the Moment of Craving right now. Got the Wizard's Retort. Okay. Now they're tapped out. It's a shame we can't punish that, but we can go a Branch Walker, add to the board a little bit. Get a Woodland Cemetery, which enables Ritual of Soot. Put them to 7. And they've spent all game trying to protect this Pteramander. But that's kind of forced them into a position where they can't add more pressure to this board than we've got, and that's basically the game plan of Tempo in a nutshell. They want to add more pressure than we have to the board and then keep it that way. And they've just basically failed to do that. So, like, the best way of reversing the Tempo right here is to put Temper Shin down, but then that opens them up to Ritual of Soot. So they really can't even do that. I could maybe see them doing, like, Merfolk Trickster in order to kill a Branch Walker on the block. Contempt and another Lich. Well, Lich's ability doesn't stack, so we're not interested in that. We'll just go with the Vraska's Contempt here. And swing again. See if we can get the Storm Tamer to die, which opens up the Vraska's Contempt as an option. I mean, we're swinging for lethal, so they have to block somewhere unless they've got a Trickster. And they don't. So we take them to 4. Do we do this on their upkeep? Yeah, I think we do this on their upkeep to tap them down. If they go Trickster, they're going to lose as well. I'm going to go with the Adapt. In response, we kill it. Pretty risky move for our opponent there. But that's Mono Blue Tempo down. Good game. Really nice back and forth, actually. It's really nice when you can play against Mono Blue Tempo. Nice rank up as well. When you can play against Mono Blue Tempo, and it's not just, I always have the counter, it's, I occasionally have the counter, you know? That's when it really feels bad to play against Tempo, and they just have it all. And just, basically no game gets played, it's play a card, get countered, play a card, get countered. In this one, there's a bit of back and forth, you know? We kind of got extra tempo on them, so they were already on the backswing. I don't know. Maybe it's just a good game when they're losing. That sounds about right. Yeah, I guess. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have, then be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, you know the drill. And I'll see you all next time for some more Magic Arena.